Armageddon Time is the newest coming of age story that is out on the big screen for you guys to go and check out right now. Look, I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this movie, but let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of Armageddon Time? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into this review of Armageddon Time right now.
You're gonna be a mensch, okay? Firm handshake. Okay, give me a hug.
Okay, so Armageddon Time. Look, I had no idea what this movie was about. All I knew was Anne Hathaway was in it. And Anthony Hopkins. And I was like, I love Anthony Hopkins. I love Anne Hathaway. So I was like, cool. You got me. I'm in the seat right now. So I had no idea what this film was going to be about. Didn't even know it was a coming age story. Hadn't watched any trailers or anything like that. So I went in completely blind. Did not know what to expect. After watching it, I came out of the theater and I thought to myself, damn, that had some really heavy themes in it. And it was actually quite good. I really liked this film. Now, they tackle some really heavy shit in this film. Really heavy. And on a personal note, I kind of connected with this film as well, because there's a running theme in here about the kid and his grandfather. And obviously, I had that with my grandfather and he passed away. And in this film, something similar to that happens. And I felt like I really connected with that storyline that was being portrayed there, because that connection between the kid and his grandfather is the heart and soul of this whole entire movie. Like, the way that he looks up to his grandfather and his grandfather is that person is like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? He's like the post where you put there and he's like your guide and you're following him. He's your guide, like your guide, getting you straight in life, trying to help you achieve. And he's always there for this kid, no matter what. Like, this kid wants to be an artist. He's like, bro, you can be an artist. If you want to be an artist, be an artist. You don't have to go down this route and be something that you don't want to be. And I like that. And that whole relationship was just perfect. And I really connected with that relationship. So that could be why I like this film maybe more than some other people, is because I'm able to connect with that particular relationship. And when shit happens and hits the fan with that whole relationship, I mean, I felt it. I did felt it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel that. Now, there are some also heavy themes. Like, this is, I think it's the 1980s. I could be wrong, but it's around that time. So it's back in time. There is some really difficult scenes in here. There's a scene that is absolutely spine-chilling of when a kid, like, something happens with the kid and, like, there's violence from his father towards him, and it's brutal. It's brutal and it's scary. And I was sitting there and I was like, dude, this is some heavy stuff. And, like, you can resonate with where that kid is and how he feels and why he does what he does. Like, you can really feel it. But then you can also see, well, not with the whole, like, domestic violence stuff, but you can see the parents struggling as well. And I really like that aspect. They really tackle that whole idea with that, and, like, this father, like, losing control. But the father, I must say, he has a really good character arc. And when the thing that happens with the grandfather happens, like, the turn that happens with him, I actually really liked. I was like, okay, I can see what this character is trying to do. And what happens, I didn't realize it was going to affect him that much, but it did. And I thought that was fantastic for that character. It was riveting. And to see that character turn around was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Anne Hathaway's amazing in it as well. I really like her portrayal of the mother. She was fantastic. Anthony Hopkins as the grandfather is just Anthony Hopkins. Like, he's world class. He's like one of the greats. One of the greats. He's a pleasure to watch on screen every time he's there. He's just so incredible. I thought the kid was fantastic, and his friend Johnny, which is the dark kid, right? So in this storyline as well, because remember, this dark kid is pushed down in society. He is not on the same level as this kid. This kid is supposed to be part of the elite. Like, they go into private schools and stuff like that. Like, he's the elite, and obviously the dark kid is not there. But their relationship is key in this movie as well. And I love their relationship that they have in here, and they build upon that. And that final scene with the kid in the movie, I felt like was very, very powerful. and it sent a really, really good message. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think it was fantastic. And that's what this whole movie is based on, this kid learning what is right, what is wrong, not going with what society is telling him that he has to do. Dreaming big, chasing your dreams, not taking shit from anyone else, and standing up for the people that don't have a voice. I love that. And that was all his grandfather. That his grandfather taught him like that. There's this scene where Anthony Hopkins is sitting with him and he talks about it. And I thought that scene was so powerful. It was so great. And I was just like, yes, this movie gets it. This knows what to do, how to tackle this particular themes, how to tackle the scene, set a great tone. I absolutely loved it. Loved the story, loved the characters, thought it was fantastic. I do have some issues with it though. I feel like, again, the pacing of this movie was not the best. It did feel like it ran a lot longer than it needed to be. I felt like they did dwell on scenes that they could have just cut away from. They didn't really need to set on that particular scene, and I was like, okay, that's a bit yeah, you didn't need to do that. Like, just shorten that bit up so when we can tighten things up and make it not feel like it felt like a 3-hour movie. It really did, and I was kind of like, man, if you just tighten that up, this could have been absolutely freaking awesome. I really, really would have liked it. I felt like the portrayal of the brother, though, that particular character, I felt like he was not utilized in this movie. I felt like he was underutilized. The friends, I felt like they could have done more with the friends in this movie as well. With that whole storyline with him moving schools, felt like they could have done that a bit better. There's definitely some flaws in this movie. The cinematography is great. It looked absolutely fantastic. I have no problems with cinematography. So yeah, I mean, overall, I actually liked Armageddon Time. I really did. I had a good time with it. It has its really powerful moments. It has a good message, tackles some good themes, has some great characters, some great story. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. I was able to connect with it on a personal level as well, which would make it better for me as well. So I'm interested to see if anyone else was able to connect with this movie like I did on a personal level. So let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think about Armageddon Time? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Till then, stay safe. Peace out.